Hey guys, the Federal Minister of State for Labor and Employment, Keyamo, has recently kicked the former presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Mr. Peter Obi, over the comment he made in regard to the call made to the President-elect Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu by the United States Secretary of State Antony Blinken. Recall that Antony Blinken reportedly called Tinubu, assuring the elected Nigerian leader of the U.S. full support as he takes over the leadership of the country on the 29th of May 2023. Hello everyone, welcome back to Prospect Channel TV. Thank you for coming out here. If you are just joining us, please kindly subscribe and don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Thank you. The Federal Minister of State for Labor and Employment, Keyamo, has recently kicked the former presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Mr. Peter Obi, over the comment he made in regard to the call made to the President-elect Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu by the United States Secretary of State, Antony Blinken. Recall that Antony Blinken reportedly called Tinubu, assuring the elected Nigerian leader of the U.S. full support as he takes over the leadership of the country on the 29th of May 2023. Peter Obi, a challenger of the results of the presidential election, did not find Blinken's call to Tinubu suitable for the democracy of Nigeria, as he mentioned in a lengthy post on his social media page that the United States has to wait for the outcome of the petition. However, Keyamo kicked Peter Obi, asking if the politician wants the country to stand still because he has a petition against Tinubu in court. Keyamo reminded Peter Obi that when he won his second term in Anambra State as governor, his opponents were in court and that did not stop his inauguration. Keyamo said they, the United States, also know that the declaration of a winner already announced by INEC has a force of law and is the only acceptable legal framework upon which to proceed than your petition in court that is yet to be decided upon. You really want this country to stand still because you have a case in court? Is that what we have practiced in the country for decades? Recall, sir, that when you won your second term in office as governor of Anambra State, your opponents were in the tribunal when you were sworn in and you got congratulatory messages from across Nigeria and the world. Did you reject those congratulatory messages because your opponents were in court? Why are you now misleading those largely helpless mob trooping blindly after you? Why? He asked. Okay, in his words, recall, sir, that when you won your second term in office as governor of Anambra State, your opponents were in tribunal when you were sworn in and you got congratulatory messages from across Nigeria and the world. Did you reject those congratulatory messages because your opponents were in court? So why are you now misleading these largely helpless mob trooping blindly after you? Why? As you are going about with this pretentious than thou attitude, a court of law just nullified the nomination of a member of your party's candidate at the last election. Are you not more worried about this development, even as it affects your own nomination as the Labour Party's presidential candidate? He asked Keyamo, we won the case in court, not to stand still, please. These propaganda shenanigans should stop forthwith. We can't continue to do things the same way all the time and accept different results. Keyamo should help Apapa out and represent his faction. In court, a new Nigeria is possible. Peter Obi and Atiku Abubakar are pretenders who know that they did not win the 2023 presidential election. Peter Obi is a liar, he's a scammer, he's a fraud, and a coward. He's an ethnic and religious bigot. For one person. Both of them are only making noise on social media instead of proving rigging, as they allege. They are bringing pre-election matters to the court. Congratulations to the president-elect. Okay, guys, these are reactions from Nigerians. I continue to say this, that I don't think Nigerians have problem with Peter Obi or Atiku Abubakar, non-Bola Ahmed Tinubu. But they have problem with INEC chairman. Do you know why I said so? That election, that presidential election they called election, when be like child's play. The world saw what happened during that election. You know, say sometimes when they talk, we know they think deeply. Maybe because these things did not affect you directly. But I'm telling you, all these things is affecting us directly or indirectly, whether you like it or not. If we don't do things in the normal way, the country is going to be like this. We are not moving forward as a country. Nigeria is not progressing because we have leaders, thieves. In fact, look at the way that they disgrace themselves now. EFCC, all of them, they disgrace themselves. People who do not stand for the right thing, you can never progress. These leaders, they are not making us to progress. All this matter when they judge now. People, they say, why Peter Obi go court? Why Atiku go court? They could just allow, as they don't announce the president-elect, they could just let things go like that. If you were to be in their shoes, will you allow things go like that? After the promises made by the INEC chairman, they went against the electoral law of 2023. And you said they should not challenge the method, the process that brought Bola Ahmed Tinubu as the president-elect. Make we see the think am now. Like as I said, Tinubu not be problem. Atiku Abubakar not be problem. Nigerians will not still get problem with Peter Obi. Those people when they caught. We not get problem with the president-elect. But the issue here is who declared him the president-elect. Because he saw everything that happened. He never cared to listen to Nigerians. He never cared to investigate those things Nigerians were really crying out for. But he went ahead and announced the winner. After that, they say make you go court. You did court, they say make you withdraw your case. So which one we go do? Talking about the US, you know, so those people, they be snake of two heads. And they have their mission. So when people say, the United Kingdom, USA, this and this, how many of them matter and they carry the con they give now? If we never want lessons, say these people, any while when they in Nigeria, then they benefit from it. I better make a drop out for you. Kindly share your thoughts below the comment section. Please do not forget to subscribe to this channel if you have not. Thank you.